Swam anubhuti ekamanaya. This luminosity, the only proof for this luminosity is this luminosity. Sri Ramakrishna would say, how do you get enlightened? Bodhe bodhkara, he would say. Awareness of awareness. So there's a definition of this self-luminosity, Svaprakāśa, from one of the toughest texts of post-Shankara Advaita called Chitsukhi. There he takes up 10 definitions of consciousness and dismisses all of them as faulty, the author, Chitsukhi. Then the 11th definition is accepted as valid. I'll share that with you. 1,000 years ago. Literally 1,000 years ago. The definition is this. Avedyatve sati aparoksha vyavahara yogyatvam. What does it mean? Not being an object of knowledge, yet directly revealed. Yeah. Directly revealed. Aparoksha vyavahara yogyatvam. What's that? It's you. It's your definition. Try to find yourself out. Whatever you'll find will be an object. The body, the prana, the mind, the emotions, the memories, the personality, the intellect. Or nothing. Dismiss everything. Blank, deep sleep. That's blankness. Try to go beyond that. You'll never find it. And yet you cannot deny that you exist. So, how do you know that? Not being, you are never an object. It's good news. If you were an object of any kind of knowledge, you would be a thing. But you're not a thing. So I'm nothing, you're not nothing. You're no thing. No hyphen thing. Swa anubhuti ekamanaya namaha. I salute that radiance, which is, its only proof is its own light. And then he says, Chinmatra murte namaha. I salute that which is only consciousness. What is that which is only consciousness? Here is a remarkable thing. So you've just been talking about it, Swami, this luminosity, not body, not mind. Chidananda rupa shivoham. I'm of the nature of Shiva. I'm consciousness, I'm bliss. This light by which I'm experiencing everything. You have been talking about it. No. Now he goes further. He says, whatever you experience, not just you, whatever you experience, these people, the chairs and tables you're sitting on, this one, all of this is that light only. Is you the light? The entire universe is light only. What light is that? It's you. Chinmatra murtaye namaha. How do you know that? I'll rattle off some terms. I won't explain it. To explain it will take an hour at least, or a full course in Indian philosophy. What I'll do is start with this universe and end up with consciousness alone. In 7 steps. Jagat, prapancha. This Jagat, this is the word. What is this? It's nothing but the play of matter and energy. Or in Sanskrit, panchabhuta vilasa, the play of 5 elements. But what is the play of 5 elements? What are these 5 elements? This is Maya vilasa. They are transformations of Maya. Won't explain. The transformations of Maya. But Maya does not exist without the Mayin. The Shakti does not exist without Shaktiman, the holder of that Shakti. In what does Maya exist? In consciousness. So, it is Brahma Vilasa, Chid Vilasa. What is that? Jagat, Panchabhuta Vilasa, Maya Vilasa, Chid Vilasa, 4th one. It is the play of consciousness. Play of Maya, it's play of consciousness. Play of Maya is exactly the play of consciousness. But then the question might arise, does consciousness play? Consciousness shines. We just talked about it, your luminosity. How will it play? Physical thing can play. A mental play can be there. But light itself, how does it play? Just the shining of the light is called playing in poetic language. So Chid Vilasa is nothing other than Chid Vivarta, the appearance of consciousness. Vivarta is a technical term in Vedanta. The rope appears as the snake. Consciousness appears as its own object. Chid Vivarta. Again, I know there are heavy-duty arguments required to sustain this. It's putting a lot of load on these claims. Chid Vivarta. But I'm giving you the outline now. Appearance of consciousness. But whatever appears, it's pervaded by the reality which appears. There's a saying, what appears is not real. Reality never appears. What's the connection between reality and appearance? It's the reality alone which appears. It's the rope alone which appears as the snake. Therefore, whatever appears, the snake must be pervaded by the rope. It must be the rope all through. Wherever there is an appearance, the rope must be there. The snake, whenever there's a snake, the rope must be there. Wherever there is a movie playing on a screen, the screen must be there. Even if you don't see it, it's all pictures. Wherever there's a dream going on, the dreamer must be behind it, even if the dreaming mind is not obvious in the dream. Similarly, wherever the universe, if the universe is an appearance of consciousness, Chidvivatta, then in the universe, consciousness must be there. This is called Chinmaya, pervasion by consciousness. Two meanings, pervaded by consciousness or a transformation, or Maya means transformation, or effect of consciousness. But what is pervasion? Last, I promise not to torture you anymore. What is pervasion by consciousness? It's like when you switch on the light pervades the room. It was in darkness, pervades the room. When you light incense, the incense pervades the room. Is it like that? There is a universe and then consciousness comes and pervades it? No. Pervasion is like this podium. It's made of wood. So if I say wood pervades this podium, what am I saying? The thing is through and through wood. Ocean is pervaded by water. It doesn't mean that there is an ocean and then you put a lot of water into it. No, it's just water. The wave is pervaded by water. It means the wave is just water. Similarly, Chinmaya, pervasion, the universe pervaded by consciousness means the universe is consciousness only, Chinmatra. 7-step reduction of this material universe to consciousness only. Universe, play of 5 elements. This is the play of Maya. This is a play of consciousness. Is an appearance in consciousness, pervaded by consciousness. Consciousness only. Chinmatra. Chinmatra Murtaye Namaha. I salute this universe, which is light alone. And yet it appears as the universe. How can this solid, vast universe just be light, just be consciousness? Doesn't seem possible. But notice, in our dreams, you have vivid dreams of people and places and trees and rocks and sky and earth. And when you wake up, it's just mind. Now we have virtual reality. So it's just data being projected, being rendered by a computer. But it can project a whole universe. What these people say, Vedanta says, is like this. I'll put the water to good use. Here is transparent water. It's colorless. It's transparent. But now suppose I put this orange cloth behind it. Does it look orange? It looks orange. But even when it looks orange, it's just transparent water. And if I put a red cloth behind it, it'll look red. If I put yellow cloth behind it, it'll look yellow. This is the theory of upadhi. Something comes near another entity and appears to transfer its qualities onto it. Similarly, and again you might ask, but then there's a cloth and there's water. And so this is an example. No example is perfect. That's the very nature of examples. Their consciousness does not need a universe to come near it and then looks like a universe. No. So consciousness appears as a universe without actually being a universe. Consciousness appears, the water appears to be orange without actually becoming orange. You can experience the universe. You can see bodies and minds and experience people. All the time there's only consciousness. Chinmatra Murtaye Nama. That being so, then all the misery, the samsara which we are complaining about, it is light only. There is no samsara. Namah Shantaya. I salute that light which is ever free from sorrow. Two meanings of Shanta. One is the Mandukya Upanishad meaning Shanta. Prapanchopashamam Shantam Shivam. There it means free of all sorrow, free of samsara, free of the birth, death, age, illness, loss, grief, evil, free of it. Who is free of it? That light. You say, good for it, but what about me? You are that light. Free of samsara. The second meaning of Shantaya means Upashantoyam Atma. That means this Atman is free of all attributes. No language can express it. If you want to express it, the best expression is silence. In Dakshinamurti Stotra, the master, Maunam Vyakhyanam Shishyastu Chinna Samshaya. The Guru teaches in silence and the doubts of the disciples are removed. Not like this hour-long lecture. If I stood in silence, I wouldn't be invited back again. Namah Shantaya. I salute that light luminosity which is forever free of sorrow, limitation, death, old age. I am that luminosity. Namah Tejase. I salute that luminosity which I am. Namah Diggaladi Anavacchinnaya. I salute that luminosity which is unlimited by time and space. Namah Anantaya. I salute that luminosity which is limitless. I am that luminosity which is limitless, infinite. Namah Swanubhuti Ekamanaya. I salute that luminosity whose only proof, whose only way of knowing it is that luminosity. I am that self-revealed luminosity. Namah Chinmatra Murtaye. I salute that luminosity which is this very universe. But it's consciousness alone, it's light alone. Remember the 7-step reduction. Namah Shantaya. I salute that luminosity which is ever free from sorrow and suffering and limitation. I salute, I am that luminosity, ever free from suffering and limitation and sorrow. Remember, when are you saying this? In the midst of the universe appearing, while going through sickness and old age and disease and death, you can say, I am fine. By the way, what's the proof of all this? The proof is the enlightened ones, their experiences. There's so many, many, many examples. In the midst of disease, dying from terminal cancer, Sri Ramakrishna can happily acknowledge, I am in great bliss. How? Namah Shantaya Tejase. I salute that luminosity, ever free, serene luminosity, ever free from sorrow and suffering. I am that serene luminosity, ever free from suffering and sorrow. I pray to Sri Ramakrishna, Sharada, Swami Vivekananda, Swami Brahmananda is here. On this auspicious occasion, when we look back upon one of the greatest messengers of light, Swami Vivekananda, who came here 125 years ago, may those blessings come down on us. May we realize that we are this limitless, serene luminosity. May we come home while being at home. Yes. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.